Hi, I'm Kimberly. I make videos about health and wellness, intuition, self-growth, among other things. And I have had a few people reach out and ask me like what I have done. I've had quite a few people reach out and ask me what I had done to get better, to get to where I am now, and people asking me what I am doing now. And I'm doing a couple things consistently, and I think the consistency is the key to continuing health. And when I did drop off from that a little bit for a while there, I definitely had a dip in my functioning. So, what I am doing now on a daily basis is cold therapy and breath work. And then on almost a pretty daily basis, I'm also doing coffee enemas and hyperthermia baths. So, where the water is really, really hot and it makes you sweat, it brings up your core temperature and it kills off pathogens in the body and really helps you detox stuff out through your skin so that it's not going through your system, out through your urine and bowel movements. So, those are the four very consistent things that I would say that I am doing. I'm also still eating extremely well, as in eating whole foods, eating gluten-free, minus the one day where I had gluten for the first time. I ordered a sandwich with gluten in it. And I am mainly plant-based and I eat like as organic as possible. So those I think are the most consistent things that I am doing. I've been doing Kundalini in the morning, and this is like a core strengthening practice that I'm getting close to 40 days now on, and this is the third time that I've done that. And when I'm not doing Kundalini, I am still doing some other kind of exercise, just even getting out and walking or doing like small exercises in the house or doing push-ups or whatever it is. Like I try to do, even if it's just 5 minutes, I try to do something, or dancing. That's another thing. So going back to coffee enemas have been a tremendous support for my body. If you've never heard of them before or don't know much about them, they will you don't use coffee that you drink. You use a specific type of coffee that's a little bit more acidic, and that will go into your colon, be absorbed, and go through your blood, and then your blood and that coffee go through your liver, and then you keep it in for about 15 minutes. It's a retention enema, and that will filter through your system every 3 minutes. So if you have it in for 15 minutes, you get 5 cycles of that, the benefits of what's in the coffee that go to your liver that help you remove the toxins from your body while you have that in there. So it definitely, all I can say is, for me personally, is that I feel so much better after doing a coffee enema. I actually just did one right before this, and I was feeling a little bit tired after having a long day and a good day and going out to eat. And I was definitely kind of feeling it. I usually feel it like under my eyes when I start to get tired. And so I definitely was feeling that way. And now I'm feeling well enough to film this video. So coffee enemas are absolutely, for me, have been a huge, huge, huge support for my system. I have a video somewhere I can link that, that I have a video on coffee enemas if you're interested in looking at the way that I do them, and seeing if that is something you want to do for yourself. The other thing is hyperthermia baths, and hyperthermia baths are just another way to detox the system again. It detoxes through the skin and by sweating, and my skin looks so much better after a bath. It's incredible. And if I do a bath every single day consecutively, my skin is just looking consistently better. If I don't do it for a couple of days, I can definitely notice in the quality of my skin that I haven't been doing it. It brings the blood to the surface of your skin, so you get, nice fresh blood everywhere as you're bringing your core body temperature is like spreading, the blood flow is spreading out, because when you're exposed to heat, that's where the blood flow goes to like heat. So it's a great way to get it into every single part of your body and really like flush stuff through your blood. And then also the sweat pushes toxins out through your pores, throughout your whole body. When I do these baths, like I can sit, even if I'm just sitting up to my waist without actually laying in the water, like my entire top part of my body will just be dripping wet, just pouring down my body sometimes. And some days it's like super extreme where I'm pouring sweat. Other days it's not as intense, regardless of if the water temperature is the same or not. It's just wherever my body was that day and whatever it needed to push out. So hyperthermia baths have many, many benefits to them. And even when I was very, very potsy, an autonomic nervous system, dysautonomia. You know, it's one of those words where you read it over and over, but you don't hear people say it that much. And I'm like questioning now how it's pronounced. It's one of those. POTS is one of those that is triggered by heat. For me anyway, it was. I think a lot of people have that, but that was my experience with POTS, is that I was very, very triggered by heat. I couldn't, if it was above 80, I was not outside. I was in the air conditioning, because the symptoms would get very severe very quickly. So taking a hyperthermia bath was a way that being in that wet heat for me was some way that I could tolerate the heat. Even if I was only in there for 10 minutes and I was able to sweat really good, that was a huge burden I was taking off my body to get those toxins out. And sometimes I would have to get out very slowly. I'd have to sit right away, kind of allow my body to adjust to that. I think that putting my body under that stress with the heat and then getting into the cold afterwards, I would either run the shower right away, or I have a pool, so I would jump in the pool. That would bring down that system. And then you also have the benefits of cold therapy working for you. So that has been, again, a tremendous help for me, is to detox my body in that way. And for me, my skin definitely is a like very strong sign that something is not like working at optimal level for me in my body. It definitely shows through my skin, and it always has. So that's a good segue into the cold therapy. That is something that I have been doing every day for a year now, minus in the summer when it was too hot. We didn't have cold water for, I don't know, at least 3 months. It was just way too hot. The coldest water we had was above 80. It was probably like above 85 for a while. So that wasn't an option. I did do bowls of ice for a while to put my hands in the bowls of ice to kind of get a little bit of that, because if you try that, it can be hard to just hold your hands in water in a bowl of ice for 2 minutes. Give yourself a challenge. Try that out. So for the rest of the year, I started in November last year, and then by December was doing it fairly consistently. By January, I was doing it every day. And that has been another huge thing for me. That is, mindset is a huge part of that, and mindset has been a huge part of the way that I've retrained my brain and body, my vagus nerve, the whole nervous system, autonomic nervous system, things that you're not supposed to be able to control that you can gain control over. I have personally witnessed this in my life. So cold therapy is a huge workout to your vascular system, your autonomic nervous system, your vagus nerve, your brain, your hormones, your endocrine system. It really works a entire gamut around the body. It's pretty incredible. And even just the way that I can tolerate cold now, I've noticed huge difference. And breathing is the other thing that I am consistently doing every day. And that is doing similar things to cold therapy, where it's rewiring the brain, rewiring the nervous system, all the things. And that is that is working in a similar way. It does a few different things. But like the main thing is gaining control over systems of the body that until recently or previously thought that they couldn't gain control over, unless there is like some monk somewhere, you know, or some people that have like dedicated their lives to being able to do extreme things, that now we know that this is a possibility for anybody, for the average person. And then exercise, just doing not a ton of exercise. Some days I can bust out, you know, an hour or two of something that I'm doing, on the hike, or I don't know, whatever it is that I end up doing that day, bike ride or something. But usually it's like a 20 to 40 minute, and sometimes it's 5 or 10 minutes of something. This past 40 days, it's been doing the Kundalini practice every day, which I either do the short version of it, which is at least 20 minutes, or I do up to the full times, which can be like close to an hour. So that is what I've been doing to stay where I am now. It's definitely putting in effort into and time and cooking every day, cooking my whole food meals as much as possible. Those things definitely take time every day, and it's something that if I'm not doing those things, I definitely feel the effects of not doing them. Like I had mentioned at the beginning of this video, that there was like a couple months this summer where I really just wasn't focusing on like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do my coffee animals. I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. I just want to live normal for a while, you know, whatever that means. So I'm definitely aware of where my body's at and what my body needs. And in order to work 7 hours like I did today, if I keep doing this stuff, this is the way that I can live an optimal life. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. And I think that's pretty much it for all I want to say for that. I thank you for watching this video and hope that you have a great night, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.